Hi guys, welcome back to the show Champions of Footballoholics. My name is Ninad Chilap, and today on show we have got a player who has ability to find a teammate with both the feet, a quality that only few can match. His accuracy and creativity are both the reasons why he is one of the best passer at Footballoholics. The co-founder of Footballoholics, Ashwyn. Hi Ashwin, welcome to the show. It's amazing to have you on the show.
Thanks. It's great to be on the show finally.
Yeah. So how's you and how's life in lockdown?
Life's been good. Like I've gotten used to the lockdown now. We've been staying home since so long. But yeah, definitely, missing going out and playing football on weekends. So that is one thing that I'm waiting for. Yeah, life's good. It's good to have the Premier League back. So that definitely helps.
Got married in lockdown. That's another surprising thing for us.
Yeah. I had planned to get married in the month of May, but then because of the lockdown, a lot of things happened, and we had to decide whether to, go ahead with the marriage or postpone and wait for the lockdown. But then somehow things fell in place, and we thought, let's just get married, and later on, once everything is okay, we can have a big party. But
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
so
We are desperately waiting for that party.
yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
did you start playing game of football? Like since when?
So, like many years back, when I was in school also, we used to have this coaching. If the session used to be for 2 hours, I think 1.5 hour used to be exercise, and just the last half an hour he used to make us play. And by that time, I was all drained out. But then afterwards, I really did not, take it that seriously. Means I was very young. It was, I think, probably in the fourth or fifth. And later on, many of my friends and all, we started playing in a building compound, and gradually, it moved to the turf, and I intend to keep playing till it's possible.
Sure, sure, yeah. All, but what was the exact motivation
Yes,
that you took football very seriously as as I can say, the only sport that you play?
yes. So actually, it happened like initially, I was not many people know this, but I was actually going for basketball coaching. So I was a huge
Oh,
basketball fan, and I used to follow basketball a lot. But this was during 2001 2002 season. I remember I was at home. I was just watching TV, and I came across this game, and it happened to be the final game of the season, wherein Arsenal Sylvain Wiltord scored a goal at Old Trafford, and Arsenal secured the title. And in that match, I did not know which teams were playing. I was just watching the game, and I thought, this team in the red jersey is quite good. I want them to win. And in the end, they lost, and I was very like sad and like, no, they had to win. And after that, immediately after a few months, the 2002 World Cup had come, and that time Brazil was a huge favorite with the dream team basically: Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Cafu, Rivaldo. Everyone was there, and my dad used to watch Brazil. He's a big Brazil fan, and so he and I used to watch a few World Cup games, and that is where I could, I got the got my liking for football increased, and I saw teams like England, and David Beckham was someone I knew because of his popularity. But then I came to know that okay, he plays for Manchester United, and I could see him play for England, and a sort of a liking developed. He became kind of a role model, and I tried to uh, do things that he could do, like those long range passes and all, trying to imitate him. I was quite impressed by his free kicks and range of passing. So yeah, you can say that definitely he had a huge role to play when it came to me choosing like football and everything
that's really
ahead.
nice. So you are a Manchester United fan. So one question that rings my mind is, how do you feel Liverpool winning the title?
Well, I have to say congratulations to them. I mean, 30-year wait is something I can't even imagine. I've never experienced something like that. I congratulated many of my friends who support Liverpool, and seeing their reactions and how they were like, I could experience how amazed they were, and finally they got the feeling of winning a title. And like we've been on a dip for a very long time, and it definitely hurts to see our competition do so well. But yeah, a famous quote comes to my mind when I hear Liverpool winning the title. So there was a commentator, Martin Tyler, who said, like sustaining success is very hard, but so sweet. So this was something he had told when Sir Alex won the 13th title with Manchester United, because that's the legacy that he has left behind. And ever since that, we haven't won a trophy. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing how this Liverpool team, sustains the success, because I'm sure they are going to win more titles. I hope just a few more. But yeah, excited to see. I hope United improve soon.
Yeah, I don't hope so. To come back to Footballoholics,
Yeah, yeah.
so tell us about, like, I cannot ask you the question, how did you join the group? Like, you are one of the co-founder of the group, but how do you
Yes,
thought
yes,
about creating such a huge group, like a group of almost more than 60 plus players playing for
yes,
us?
yes. All right.
So, what was the
Yes,
thought
yes.
process on that?
Well, I think initially, like just my building friends and I, we used to play in a building compound. So that was, we had an area, a place to play. We started playing there. We used to play regularly over there. But then later on, as the years passed, we, there were matlab, simple basic things like there was no place for us to play because there were a lot of cars over here. Then we had to find another place, and then I came to know that there is this turf has started, and you can pay and play over there. So I coordinated with a few of my building friends, and we booked one slot one weekend, and we started playing over there quite regularly, like once a week or mostly on weekends. And I remember I used to play the morning slot, like I think 9 to 10, and Kiran used to I used to play 8 to 9, and Kiran used to play 9 to 10, I think. So I remember Kiran because he used to come in our building to play with us as well, and that is how I met him once over there. And we were like, "Arey, you also play this slot, I play this time," and then we exchanged numbers, and that is how initial, I guess, creation of the group happened. And initially it was just like 10, 15 people, and it just kept on growing, and it grew into something so big that means I never like visioned something like this would happen, because I just thought it will be just regular football on weekends. But then now we've come such a long way. I mean, it's been amazing. Like, this has become like the one of the most important things, and a part of my life now. So something that makes me really proud. Football is something I keep close to my heart. So it's been a great way to meet new people and form connections.
That's really cool. Seasons, like, how many FPL seasons you have played? Is it 9 or 10?
Yeah, I've played nine FPL seasons.
Nine. So initial start for you was like very bad.
Very bad. Yeah, I had the reputation of finishing last. It that was just not going. I remember a lot of struggle, and somehow eventually something clicked, and the jinx was broken. Getting hold of the first trophy.
So tell us the top three moments of FPL that you had.
Well, yeah, there were quite a few moments. So the third one being, I remember, the first FPL win that I won as with my team. So I remember we were, almost about to lose the game, and there was just the last seconds, and in the final where Akshay Nair, he just hit the ball, and I somehow managed to connect my head, and we scored in the dying moments, like the last seconds,
That was a
literally.
that was a last kick.
Yes, yes, the
Uh,
last kick, exactly. I remember you were about to blow the whistle,
uh,
and somehow the ball I connected, and we scored, and a crucial goal. I remember, it we managed to equalize, and uh, st- even after scoring the goal, I could I was a bit relieved, but I in my mind I had the thought that I have already lost one FPL on penalties, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get it finished with the penalty shootout. But yeah, we managed to win the penalty shootout as well, and that was a great feeling. The second moment I would say is the tournament in Turf Park, wherein my our team had Kunal, Ian, Harish, and everyone was like, "This is you guys. So will definitely cruise into the finals. You have such a good team, such a good rapport." But as always with my teams, we faltered in the start, and we had a slow start. When I scored that one goal, my confidence
That
grew,
was
and
crucial goal.
yeah, and I managed to score another. So we got the crucial points, and we booked our place in the finals. So that was something I remember
In a
from that.
in a must win game, you scored the goal
Yes,
against our team. Yeah, I remember
yes,
that.
yes, yes.
That was
Yeah,
a
I remember
brilliant goal.
going.
Uh,
Yeah, I took a run behind, and Harish found me with his pass. So that is something I remember one of my top three moments of FPL. And Uh, here, I would like to add another moment. Like this is not an FPL moment with Sandeep's team. We
uh,
played so many games with them. So there was this one particular incident where there was this guy in his team who I think used to wear that Man City jersey.
we know
We
that.
all could see that. We all could see that he used to just kick at Kunal for the entire duration of the game that we played. And I've never seen Kunal being worked up, but there was one incident where I was playing in the defense, and Kunal just won the ball from him, and suddenly Kunal just looked at him and he said ki chal ab aa tu karke. And that was something that was surprising to see Kunal being so aggressive.
And he
And he
scored.
just
Hmm.
yes, he just took the ball and he scored from there. And that is something I think all of us got extra motivated, and we were like, "Aaj to we have to demolish these guys." So that motivation was something I still remember. That Kunal being so worked up is something very surprising. But that was one moment that I'll always remember, because we initially struggled against them, but then later on we just killed them in all the games that we played against them.
Nice.
So yeah, that was one of the moments. And the best moment, I think, everyone says that the turf park run that Kunal had. He
Brilliant.
collected the ball from the defense, and
He
he
went
dribbled past
past.
so many players. The moment he crossed the halfway line, I just hope that I get into a position wherein he can pass the ball to me. I guess almost perfectly waited for Ian, and he just trapped it and scored the all important second goal that secured us the title. So that is
Correct.
definitely the top moment for me.
So any tough opponent that you face in FPL? Like, who are the tough
Well,
opponents for you?
definitely there are so many. Like I can name, for one, Karthik is someone he reads the game quite well, and it becomes difficult to you know go past him or score a shot uh,
Correct.
when he's there. Then even when you're there in defense, it becomes difficult because how what I'm going to do. I'll pass the ball or I'll hold up, but you will not commit. I feel Mohita is someone whose physicality is so much that it's a little intimidating. So it becomes difficult to play against him as well. Definitely Kunal. Kunal is someone you know I've seen him do things when he's played against me. Like there will be one teammate who's ahead, and I think of passing the ball to him. And once I kick the ball, afterwards Kunal stretches and blocks the pass. So that is something so frustrating. Ian as well, especially when I try to defend against him, because he can just hold the ball, and once he turns, nine times out of ten, he'll take a shot and he'll score. And same I think goes with Kiran as well, because he knows how to use his body. He knows how to dribble using his body, and really shield the ball, and also his shots. I mean, even if I'm a try to keep I think his shots somehow always find the goal.
True. So tell us about the top seven you would like to have. Like, what is the best seven combination you will like to have in a game?
Yeah, yeah. I think I've played with I think almost everyone in Footballoholics, but when I choose these seven, I think because I've played with them a lot, and I've definitely some names because I admire the way they play. So I think in the goal, there's no competition. I definitely would go with Gagan. And although Mohite has been doing good, but Gagan is good with his feet as well, and is quite agile as well. So in the goalkeeping department, I'll go with Gagan. And in the defense, it would definitely be Karthik and you, because I think Karthik, you and Gagan in defense will definitely ensure clean sheets for us. And midfield, I'll definitely would like KDB, Akshay in center. To the left, I would definitely have Kunal, because he has to be there. I think all of us agree
By default.
by default. So Kunal will be there, and I'd like to, since so if I'm a part of this team, I'd like to play in the midfield. I'll be on the right, and up top. Up top, I would say Ian, because I have played so many times. We played so many times in the same team, and he knows definitely when I have the ball, he makes those runs, and we definitely have that kind of understanding. And he is a goal scorer, definitely. And over here, I'd like to say that there's a close second preference to Kiran as well, because we've played quite a few times together, but whenever we have played, we know we understand each other's games and play off each other. So I would add Harish, because he's someone with whom I've won a tournament as well, and I've played with him for so many years. So there's an understanding definitely that we have. So maybe if I don't want to exit this team, I might play in place of Ian, and Harish could play as the midfield, KDB and Kunal. So he can supply the balls to me and I can score goals. But
Gosh,
yeah,
it's a
so
great
this
team
would be
that
my top seven.
it's a
Yeah,
great
with
team.
yeah, with substitutes as well.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Ashwin. It was great having you on show. Hope you stay
Hi everyone. Please like, share, and do subscribe to Footballoholics channel.